Hey guys, it's Chris Sizemore and my beautiful wife, Tracy Sizemore. We wanted to do a quick video really quick to talk about BitConnect. So I wanted to introduce Brett Lowcock. He is from Australia. I've worked with Brett on a few different projects, and we've had some really good success, dealing with cryptocurrency, doing some technical app things also together. But we've always worked really well together and had some success. So Brett has been doing BitConnect, I think, since what, August? Is that right?
Yeah, 22nd of August.
Okay. 22nd of August, okay. And Brett, you said you're from Perth or close to Perth?
Just south of Perth, about 2 hours drive in a town called Bunbury.
Okay.
In Australia.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy and I, we are in close to the Atlanta, Georgia area in the U.S.
Yeah. But we will visit Australia very soon.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. I will come and visit you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you've been in BitConnect now for a few months. I just started about 5 or 6 weeks ago. So we're doing really well, but I wanted to, as we've been sharing it, we're getting a lot of the same questions from different people every time we talk about it. So we wanted to do a really quick video. Hopefully we'll keep this under 10 minutes and just kind of go through some of the questions that we're getting asked. And then hopefully we can use this video, just to share it with, friends and family and, just
anyone that's asking questions about BitConnect and how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first question, I guess, really is, what is BitConnect? Can you tell us a little bit about the company?
Well, and I wanted to say too, sorry to interrupt you,
okay.
But Brett has led us to some very successful tips. Yeah. Did he tell you about Ripple?
Yeah.
He told
you.
Well,
and I wanted to say this too. So Brett is so detail oriented. Okay. So Brett is the brains of most of the operations, all the research, he's so detail oriented. I trust him 100%.
100%.
He always does his due diligence. I do too, but I definitely trust, Brett. He's given me some great tips on cryptocurrency. So, I think
they've paid off really well.
Yeah, paid off very, very well.
So when we heard about this, we were like, oh, yes.
Yeah, and he did like a test drive with it.
Yeah.
So he tested it out before, he brought me in, which I really appreciate.
Absolutely.
To make sure that it was, doing what it said it was going to do.
Right.
So yeah, the first question really is, I guess give us a little intro about BitConnect. What is it?
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for that intro. But yeah, so BitConnect is a cryptocurrency, just like others that we've been looking at, like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Ripple. It's got its own blockchain. It's a coin. So look, I've been watching it for a little while. I've probably been watching it for a month or so before I decided to get involved. But I'll maybe just share my screen and show you coin market cap. So,
okay.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to say, so for people that don't know, when you're looking at cryptocurrencies, coin market cap is a third party. They keep track of all the cryptocurrencies that are out in the world. You can even see on the screen, there's over 1,200 coins that are on the market right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,221. Mm-hmm.
Yep, got it.
So the total market cap of all the coins is $170 billion at the moment. And there's around $3.5 billion traded every day in cryptocurrency. So it's a huge, huge market.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin is number one by a long way. It's around $100 billion. And it's got almost 2 billion in daily volume. So looking down this list, you can see that BitConnect is number 8 already. When I started in the middle of August, the market capitalization was, the total value of BitConnect was around 700 million. So even in a couple of months now, it's doubled from, around 700 million to $1.5 billion. So it's huge.
I think. No.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Like it's gone past Neo. Neo is like the Ethereum of China.
Okay.
It's in amongst the big coins already, but there's a couple of things that stand out for me why it's going to be, it's going to continue going up this ladder. I've got no doubt about that. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure anyway. So if we click on BitConnect, you can see that it's got a maximum supply of 28 million. A lot of these other coins might have 100 million or 5 billion or, you know, lots and lots of coins. So, you know, the BitConnect having 28 million is very similar to Bitcoin, which has, you know, a limit of 21 million.
Right.
It's in that same order of magnitude. You can see here that the interesting thing though is that there's only around 7 or 8 million in circulation.
Wow.
So it's only about 25% along its journey to being, you know, fully allocated or fully distributed. Whereas Bitcoin is around 70, 80% along that journey. So what that tells me is that, you know, well, BitConnect itself started as a token, as an ICO at the start of this year at around 16 cents.
Man.
So you can do the sums. If you put $1,000 into BitConnect in January of this year, I think I sent a message to you, Chris. You know, I wish I'd, you know, found this then, but we haven't. But
Right.
Yeah.
Would have been crazy.
And this coin is on multiple exchanges, right?
It is, yeah.
So anybody can buy BitConnect coin, whether they're doing anything with the company or not.
That's right. We've just, well, sorry, BitConnect has just, I don't know if it's been added already, but it's about to be added to one of the big exchanges called Yobit.
Okay.
Okay.
Which once it does that, so bringing all this back to, you know, what does this mean? It, you know, for me, it means that there's probably a good chance that this value of this coin is going to probably double before Christmas.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Whereas,
and I can even say when I started even just 5 weeks ago, the price I think was like around 160.
Yeah.
It's 5 weeks ago, Chris. I think it was like 3.
Yeah, but so it was like around 160 and it's already up to 215.
Right. That's an unbelievable.
Yeah. So yeah, look, I always encourage people to diversify with their investments, but this is one coin. This is one coin that you want to have.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I know there's some transparency with this company. That's one of the things I really liked. You can actually drill in and see transactions going on, right?
Well.
So yeah, look, if I click on, well, just on the chart here as well, you can see that it's getting closer in terms of its price to actually moving in parallel with the US dollars. With Bitcoin and the US dollars. You know, there's been a lot of separation here, and now it's getting quite close and moving. It is almost moving because of it's tied directly to Bitcoin, and we can explain that in a minute. It actually is starting to move quite in sync with Bitcoin,
which should be a really good predictor.
Yes, yeah. We just want this. You know, we know where Bitcoin is now, so if we can. I mean, I think everybody would, you know, be pretty interested to get into Bitcoin at $200 right now.
Yes.
Yes. Without question.
So even if you just want to buy the coin, but I mean, there's other ways of profiting from this, which we can share with others. But just in terms of transparency, if you click on this Explorer 2 here, BitConnect has its own blockchain, and you can see the actual transactions happening here.
That's great.
There's blocks every minute, every few minutes happening. This is the block. This is how long ago it was, and this is whether it's been rewarded as either proof of stake, which is staking, or proof of work, which is mining.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
awesome. That's awesome. And a quick little sidebar, Brett, really, really quick, just for anyone that's watching this, if you are not familiar with the blockchain or blockchain technology, just spend a little bit of time, Google it, and get on YouTube. It's an amazing technology, makes cryptocurrency it's the reason why cryptocurrency is exploding right now.
Yep.
So quick little, wanted to inject that real quick.
Yeah, no, it allows for a currency to be decentralized.
Yes.
So that don't have to deal through banks or governments for currency. People can
Right.
deal peer-to-peer, and
Right.
the blockchain is what allows that.
Exactly.
Okay. So other than just buying the coin, BitConnect coin, if somebody also wants to, leverage their cryptocurrency to make more money, what can you do with BitConnect?
Okay, I might just switch over to the bitconnect website. Can you see this now?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have a really cool website. They've got apps on the App Store and the Google Play Store. I think they're rebuilding the one on the Google the Android app. So just stay away from just wait until we've got confirmation that's rebuilt.
Okay.
But they have an app on the App Store now. I've got some friends that are app developers, and for you to get an app in the Apple App Store is a huge deal.
Very, very big. Yeah.
Especially,
they're very strict.
Very strict.
Yeah, especially financial apps.
Right.
So really, like, I know you've talked about me doing my due diligence and Chris does his due diligence, but for this to be in the Apple App Store, it means that Apple have done the due diligence.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Which is massive credibility.
Yes, exactly. So if I these are on this website, and I love about this, everything is transparent and on the website. So there's basically 4 ways of earning extra income with BitConnect apart from just holding the coin. So you can stake the coin, which is a little technical, but it's not beyond most people to do that. It involves downloading the BitConnect wallet to your computer and just holding BitConnect in that wallet.
Okay.
Just as a comparison, I think Dash, you need 1,000 Dash to become a master node when staking, which at the moment it's like $250,000 US. So it's beyond most people staking of Dash, whereas staking with BitConnect, you can do it with a few coins.
Okay.
Trading takes time, so I'm just going to, you really need to know about how to trade if you want to do day trading, and mining is also, quite technical, but
and trading, I'm sorry, Brett, trading is just, again, to put it in a term that the, person who may not be familiar with cryptocurrency, it's the typical buy low, sell high type trading, correct?
Yeah, it is in crypto. Well, if you're trading cryptos, it is like normal, like day trading with Forex. You would be buying and going long, or you'd be short selling and short, but
right.
There's not really any opportunities, I don't think, for shorting the market with cryptos, because everything's so bullish at the moment. You wouldn't want to be really trying to short the market.
Right.
Yeah. So look, the easiest way, and what I've found, and I've shared this with Chris, is the investing. Okay, so we'll pull up that screen. So with investing with BitConnect, there's a few steps. It's quite easy once you've done it. You basically deposit Bitcoin into the system, into the BitConnect system. You then buy BitConnect coin with those Bitcoin, and then you lend the BitConnect back to the company to do the trading on your behalf. And they can pay a daily profit based on that trading.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, there's a few companies saying that they're doing this around there, which, what I like about BitConnect is they're totally transparent about, what they offer. And they definitely don't offer a guaranteed rate per day. We can show that in a minute. So,
right. And I wanted to even touch on that a little bit, because you and I, we get approached all the time by different people that are trying to sell the latest and greatest. We're talking about different, ICOs or certain companies that are guaranteeing a daily payout. And when you are trading cryptocurrency, if you are hearing somebody tell you they're guaranteeing you a daily profit, usually you need to run from those companies, because something is not right.
It's a red flag.
It's definitely a red flag.
Yeah. yeah, I don't bother with them anymore. You know, just say thanks. But yeah, I've heard it before, and it only ends up in a bad way. So just stick with something that we know, is not guaranteeing daily profits.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So with the BitConnect lending, before we go into some of the detail, it's a bit like a term deposit at the bank, but with one key difference. So with a term deposit at the bank, you put a deposit in, and it gives you a favourable interest rate. You know, it might be for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and at the end of the day, it gives you your capital and your interest back. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas the difference with this, with BitConnect, your capital is locked away for a certain period of time, but you can withdraw the interest daily.
Okay. Okay.
Right out to your Bitcoin wallet, to your BitPay card, you can be spending your interest daily. Like the videos you guys have been shooting with the BitPay card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Gosh, we love that.
So with BitConnect, they basically have 4 levels of investment. So when I first started, I just tried it with $100. Now this is all US dollars. I need to explain that to my friends in Australia. We're talking US dollars. So for us, it's about 130 Australian dollars.
Okay.
Yeah. So what they're saying is, based on the level of investment, they will pay you the volatility software interest, which we'll cover in a minute, but that's saying up to 40% per month. Now, they've been averaging about 0.9% per day. So it's probably a bit under 30% per month at the moment.
Okay.
And based on that investment, you get your capital back after 299 days.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
And this is 7 days a week. We obviously, we know that the crypto market is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So this is 299 calendar days, not working days. And
I love that. I think that's so good.
Well, and you and I have seen a lot of other companies, they only pay 5 days a week.
Right.
And a lot of times you don't get your capital back. They say they're giving you your capital back through your profits.
Right.
So that was 2 of the biggest differentiators for me with BitConnect that I really liked.
Yeah. Okay. So if you put in larger, like what I did is I test drove it for myself with $100. Now I've started putting in 1,010, and I've done 2,010 lands and 5,010 land. Okay. So you'll notice there's 2 changes here. One is you get your capital back sooner.
Right.
Yeah. But they also pay a daily bonus from the reserve account, because a certain amount that's invested with the company goes into a reserve account, and that's what pays these daily bonuses.
Okay.
Now, on some days we get close to 0 return, so that's really nice to have those bonuses on those days. Yeah.
Right.
And you would have seen that already because you've done, some of the bigger lands.
Right. Yeah, and it makes a big difference. I mean, it definitely makes a big difference if you're getting that extra, 0.25% on the days when the trading wasn't as profitable. You're still getting a decent amount.
Correct.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I liked how, you're kind of incented to put in a little bit more, and you get your capital back faster. So it's less. It was less risky.
All right, so just if you click on this, it's on this volatility software. What that does is that takes us to the actual published interest rates.
Okay.
You can see over the last 5 days, and it's also got tomorrow's pending. What's the day in America? Is it the 28th there today, or what day are you?
It's the 27th.
Yeah. So with the time zones, you've almost got here the next 2 days interest rates. It's already the 28th here in Australia.
Right.
But yeah. So you have got, it shows you here what the daily rate is going to be for the next, it's all done on Greenwich Mean Time. you're basically seeing what it's going to be the following day.
Yeah, those are good days.
Those are good days.
Yeah. So look, there's a little bit about, if you scroll down here, you can have a look at what the actual, over the last month, exactly what the interest rate has been every day. You can go back 6 months, you can go back the whole time.
Okay.
And what I like to see here is, like, for the first 6 months, it was quite volatile. You can see some of these spikes here up about over 4%, but then low days.
Yeah.
Right.
In the last 6 months, you can see it's there's not many days over 2%, but it's becoming more consistent.
Right.
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 So from about this point here, it's the average has been about 0.9% as it grows. So I think that's probably looking like it may become whether it's a long-term average or a medium-term average, but that I see it's going to stay like that for a while yet.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to put in like $1,000, what's a projected, like, what can they expect?
Yeah, so there's this little calculator here, which if we look at the rate for the last 6 months, and we put in $1,010,
Okay.
and the rate for $1,010 is 239 days. We'll just calculate that now. So based on you'll see here, because you're getting the 0.01% as well.
Right.
Projected, and just keep in mind, this is projections based on the last 6 months' performance. This isn't a guarantee,
Sure. Sure.
But based on the last 6 months, your profit from that $1,010 is $2,510 with a return on investment, close to 250%. So once you get your principal back, that's $3,500 US.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Better than any bank in the U.S.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, even Australia, better than our banks too. And they're, I think we have some of the most profitable banks in the world, but they're profitable, not for us.
Right.
Yeah, and I'll just, I'll say too, I mean, this is what we are seeing, just like I said, I've been in this for 5 or 6 weeks now, and this goes along with exactly the type of returns that we're seeing every single day.
Yeah. And that's another thing that I love. Depending on whether you joined 3 months ago or whether you join today or tomorrow, these rates, you and I get paid the same, and whoever's joining gets paid exactly the same rate. There's no preference for when you join.
Right.
Right. And if somebody starts a loan tonight, let's say somebody started today, they would see their first profits when?
Exactly 24 hours from the day that they click the lend button.
Okay, so if somebody starts today, they're going to see some type of profit usually the next day.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The system, because this is getting really popular, there's a lot of calculations going on here and a lot of payouts. So what they do is they spread the payouts over the day. They don't say, like, we're going to do all the payments at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. It's done across the day, across 24-hour period. So It's actually paid out at the exact time that you lend. So they will pay you in exactly 24 hours.
Okay.
So if you want to do it at 7 p.m. at night before after you've had dinner and before you go to bed, sort of thing,
right,
you will get paid your interest every night at 7 o'clock. So you can, check it when so for some people that are checking all day long, have I been paid my interest yet? It gets paid exactly the same time every day.
Okay. Okay. And then I know we wanted to keep this short. So, if we wrap this up, the last thing I wanted to ask about is, I know there's an affiliate part to this. If you want to do that, you don't have to, but if you do want, if you want to tell people about this because you feel like it's working and you see it working for you, how does that work? What do you do?
So you have everybody has a referral link, and that's the same with a lot of the coins that are coming out. Like some of them call them bounties, but if you want to share this with somebody else, and based on what it's doing, like, why wouldn't you? You know, you don't, you're not selling anything. You're just sharing with your friends that you're making money. And like, if they come in with $100 and, to try it out or more, depending on what they want to do. And yeah, that's how they're also building up, the BitConnect platform is just through referrals.
And especially when you have someone that's already a believer in the cryptocurrency world, it to me and to Chris, it was a no-brainer, just because it makes sense. And what we like about it too is just some of our close family that we've gotten, and they're not these big builder affiliates, but they're still making daily profits, which is so encouraging for them.
There's lots of people that just want to invest.
Right. It's just, and again, just like you were saying, it's just another diversification of their investments. So it's just really, really cool to see. But it's also a great option for someone that is comfortable sharing and is okay with building if you want to do that.
Yeah. It is. And look, there's a couple of things I just really want to share with you about this company as well. There's a couple of, like, people talk about sharing a nugget or a gold nugget. I've got two things that I want to share with you.
So everybody listen.
Let's hear it, Brett.
These are the nuggets, okay? Take this away. There's the first annual conference tonight is happening tonight in Thailand. They have a huge resort booked out, right?
Yep. That's awesome. Looks nice.
They're launching a smart card. So they will have Visa. I don't know if it's Visa or MasterCard, but they will have their own smart card. So you can, this is taking it to the next level.
Yes. Cool.
And one thing I haven't mentioned is this is so much quicker than Bitcoin. The transactions are so much quicker.
Right.
That's what all these other competitors are doing, is they're trying to get something that's faster.
Yes.
So that's being launched tonight in Thailand, and there's a lot of that live on YouTube.
Hey Brett, and I know we're sharing a lot of information, but one thing that's really important also that I think people need to hear really quick is, what type of fee does the company charge you?
Very good question.
Very small. I would like to answer that, but it's that small. I don't even remember because it's that small.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I've seen too. Like, whenever you do the withdrawals, they don't take any of your profits, first of all, and then they also don't charge you it's minimal. It's just like sending Bitcoin to somebody.
And it's so fast.
And again,
and it's fast. It's like within 10 minutes. Like, like some of the things we've looked at is, you're waiting 24 hours to get your money out.
Right.
And a lot of people have asked me,
in 10 minutes.
And a lot of people have asked me, have I actually done a withdrawal? Like, have you gotten some money out? And my answer is yes.
Yeah.
I've taken out money. I've done a withdrawal. I've converted back to Bitcoin and then withdrawn Bitcoin, and it's worked, just like Brett said, like in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I've put it past the beer test, which is I've taken money out and I've bought a beer with it. So, like, if you can do that, then that's, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was your second golden nugget?
The second golden nugget, okay. So this is coming as well, I'll just share my screen.
Okay.
So there's a website called coinpayments.net, right?
Okay.
And they have a plugin for merchants to accept cryptocurrencies.
Oh, wow.
And if you have a look on the supported coins, BitConnect is one of those.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
That's incredible. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
So this is all coming, which is going to take BitConnect to the next level.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you can make money and then you have an easy way of spending it.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
That's
what else
awesome.
do you need?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I know we want to wrap this up. So one thing I wanted to say in closing, thank you, Brett, first of all, for taking some time with us tonight and going through, all the mechanics of it. And also, Brett and I are working together. We've partnered with each other. we do support, you know, our team. So, you know, anybody that's using this video, if anybody has sent this video to you, please get back to the person that shared it. They can help you get started with BitConnect and tell you, you know, what needs to get done. And again, you know, Brett and I also, we're here to help. Tracy's here to help.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thanks, everybody.
All right.
And yeah, so yeah, great to be working with you on this again, on this. But also just to mention, we're going to do a couple of little videos just to step people through how to deposit the Bitcoin, how to buy the BitConnect, how to lend it, how to reinvest, how to do a withdrawal. And those videos will be really short and sweet and to the point, so people can just follow those.
Yep.
All right. Good deal.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Brett.
Yep. Thank you very much.
No worries. Have a good weekend.
Yes, you too.
Cool.
Okay.
Bye.
See you.